beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christine. Welcome to, that's too many and it's too early. Welcome to another All Zodiac Signs Love Reading. And all signs love reading. This is a reading that, well, is for all signs. It's not a time-stamped reading. It's a reading that if you found yourself here, all signs love messages reading also, very often times here at the Tarot Closet. But if you found yourself here, it's because there's something here for you. There's a reason. This is a fated connection. It means there's a message. So welcome. I'm really glad that you found your way here. We're going to get right into your reading today, but before we do, I just want to let you know a few things. In the description, you will find all the decks that are coming in, also all the playlist messages from your person, all zodiac signs, zodiac sign readings, and of course, all signs love tarot readings, as is today's reading. This is connected to that playlist. If you're on a twin flame journey, there are probably over 100 very long and in-depth twin flame readings. Maybe you're just curious. Whatever the case is, they're down below as well as a lot of things. So feel free to explore if you're inspired to do so. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what is for you and let the rest go. And before we begin your reading, I would like to take this time to invite you to like today's video and subscribe if you have not. This really helps keep the channel moving. So thank you so much for your support. Let's see what is going on in your connection. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Aho. There's two here. It's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun in Virgo energy, and the Two of Swords in the upright. This is Libra, the Moon in Libra energy. The Four of Cups in the upright, the Moon in Cancer. Interesting. So somebody is wanting, to communicate with you, making the decision to do that. This is somebody, I feel like, who has been having trouble coming. And it's the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's the Sun in Virgo. And it's also telling us that there's healing that is necessary here today. This is very much your energy. Yeah, that's really clear. That 8 is an action number, even when it's in reverse. And that's also bringing in, of course, that makes an infinity symbol. So for some of you, there's a validation that it's your twin flame. We also see that here in their energy in the Six of Cups. Also soulmate energy here. This is yours. Interesting. It's the Ace of Pentacles. So are they coming here with an offer? Is this coming here to talk about something in the future? Because that's coming in. Because, first of all, this is where your person's energy is the strongest. Your specific someone, specific person, maybe someone that's even coming to your mind. And it's the Six of Cups. There is a really strong nostalgic energy here. Remembering when things were good between you, whether that was talking or you were together. But also having regret for what happened, because these Five Cups are kind of a muted color. And that's, of course, the Five of Cups within the Six of Cups here. And that's the loss and the regret for leaving you behind, abandoning you, I feel. And for some of you on the twin flame journey, again, it's not a twin flame reading, but I got to bring that in. And really for everybody, there is an ascension quality here. You can see that with both of you. So is this communicating what's in the future or just communicating? Because they're coming in out of nowhere. It's the Moon in Cancer energy. It's the Four of Cups. It's emotional too. And look what you're doing. You're kind of guarding the Three of Cups here within the card. And that's the Mercury in Cancer energy. It's the emotional. When you think about your person, I feel like everybody's, whoa. Okay, there goes a message going off on my phone. I never have my phone on. Okay, that's how that's going today. This is an emotional, it's emotional thinking about hearing, I feel, from your person, but it's also the lack of that, because is this a reflection or is this, I'm going to turn my phone off just a moment here. That was weird how that came in because I never have that on. Is this the sun's reflection or is it empty? Because that's also that Mercury energy, the emotional waiting for communication, kind of highlighting it, saying, yeah, well, what are you bringing in here? So it can be that you had an emotional conversation, but it's also telling us, we can see here that you haven't been communicating and they're thinking about it. They're wanting to communicate or connect with you in some way. And that's bringing something in here in the cups, and that's an emotional energy. And that's the Mercury energy here within the Three of Cups. So for me, well, yeah, this reunion can be in a message. Somebody's been holding themselves back, and this is making that decision. You see them between the swords. That's the transactional energy, and that's the Libra energy too. And that's bringing in the infinity symbol again, because that's also about balance and truth and yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Look what's showing itself at the bottom of the deck. It's the Eight of Swords in the upright. It's Jupiter and Gemini energy. Yeah, they're stuck, and this is what, whoa, wanting to be a bottoms-up reading right now. Okay, so this is, look at this. This is what's happening. Okay. It's fated connection. We know that. Nobody's really, I feel like everybody's still in each other's hearts. It's Aquarius energy, and it's Uranus energy. This for me is the emotional. I'm feeling like, yeah, I'm feeling this. It's like an emotional feeling when they think of you. And it's also telling us that there is still hope in this connection. There's for renewal. I mean, that's really what's coming through in the star energy for me today. And that you're also really drawn to each other. But it has been, I feel, it's been a period of being apart. There's some healing that's necessary. Look at the Tower card here, and it's connecting with the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is asking for forgiveness, and it's quite literally around the Tower card here. So for some of you, there was an actual moment. You can see that. But this can also be about a moment of dishonesty and somebody not wanting to get to the root of the issues. But also we see her making the decision to now and coming in here and being honest, because they're asking for forgiveness in the Five of Cups in reverse, and they want to heal. So this is forgiveness and recovery, and we see you're emotional about this too. And what is that about? Because they're working on bringing you the truth. Look at that. It's justice in reverse. This is Libra energy, and of course it's the planet, it's Venus, the planet of love. You know, and that a new beginning, that 11 here that comes in with justice, it's always an 11. You know, the ones are the ones. And it's always making a 2, and that's the 2 of you. But it's also telling us the lack of balance, the lack of truth. And of course, that's also in divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So somebody not being honest, somebody not, or making bad decisions, excuse me. And that's also putting the duality here. And that's coming from the dark to the light, but it's more about the opposite. It's not being honest. And we see that, I feel this spinning here in the Eight of Pentacles, because that's what needs to happen. And you can see that they're clear of that. Look, it's the Ace of Swords here, but they're just a little stuck. Minor Arcana energy is a day-to-day energy. And I just heard, look, that this is your overall energy. Okay. So I was pulled toward, pun intended, I want to say, because you're pulled toward each other, pulled toward putting this as your real energy, probably so we could see the Knight of Swords. So we'll talk about it in a minute. We see that they're stuck, and that minor arcana energy is a day-to-day energy, and it's, you know, decisions. It's like it's a thought away from changing a mind. Everybody has free will. Energies, outcomes, they will, they do change. The future is not fixed. So you can really see the stuck energy here, but you also see that they want to come, but they're having trouble. It's the Ace of Wands. So this is telling me that they've maybe tried to come, maybe they've tried to write, they couldn't get a message done, or maybe they've even come in and out, and you've noticed that, because it can be kind of like a hot and cold energy, you know, like a false start energy. And the rejection is strong for you, and I don't like this. The Ten of Swords is telling us that it is time for a new cycle. This is the Sun in Gemini. It's time for the outcome, for things to come to light, I feel. That Sun energy, you know, the source, the life source, the vitality, the crown chakra connection, the knowing and finding a solution. And it's also making peace here with this Five of Swords. which is in reverse, Venus and Aquarius energy. So was something said here in this Tower moment for some of you? Yeah, and they're aware of that. And look, they're bringing in an offer. And for me, that's an apology, but it can be a lot more. You know, they're wrapped around this like a rocket. They're cutting through indecision. They have the victory wreath here. There's that rose. Of course, it's transactional energy. Their wings are wide open. I mean, they're flying up with it. You can see it. And that's the mental clarity. Now, there might be some conflicting energy coming in with that, but look, it's almost like this crow can hear it. You know, it's like a thought too, but we see them coming out of that. So what happened in this Tower moment, for some of you, was really connected to the Five of Swords. Some things may have been said and also not said, because that's connecting me with the 5th chakra as well. And that's, of course, the throat chakra, Gemini and Virgo. It's not a Gemini and Virgo card. This is Venus and Aquarius, but it's of course, the ruling planet with Mercury in the 5th chakra that I'm feeling the connection to. So that's making peace, and they're really feeling bad. They're looking at those 5 of Cups here. That's the regret. And not only are they looking at them in the 6 of Cups, this energy, by the way, of twin flame and soulmate energy depends, you know, not everybody's on a twin flame journey, but then the 5 of Cups came in reverse. And we're going to talk about this Knight of Swords in a minute. And that's the wanting to heal and hoping that you'll forgive them, because look what happened. I mean, the Cups here, look, they're full here. So some emotional connection, conversation. Did somebody knock them over? Now they're empty and they're like, oh, you're coming back in here now. You see that you're both in each other's energy, but then you also reverse this, and that's the 3 of Cups coming in reverse. And that's, well, yeah, possibly communication that went bad at an event, but also the lack of communication. The 2 of Cups here coming in reverse, also showing us that we know already it's a no contact and or in separation energy. You know, I don't know if this is just a message or not. It feels like it to me. This doesn't feel like that this is an Ace of Pentacles, an offer in the way of let's come together now, I'm offering this. It's more of somebody who's clear about what they want, and there's a connection here that I feel like is undeniable, that's not going away. It's a faded connection, and you see that there's still hope for this connection. But this energy in the 6 of Cups can sometimes tell us that it's been going on for a while. For some of you, that might even be unrequited love, you know. And for some of you also, you may have known your person for many years, even going back to childhood, but it can be that it just feels that way, you know, that it's not chronological here. Also past life connection, not for everybody, but here's that energy too of them coming in and really having something to say. They're afraid emotionally. They've been holding back. You can see it, but it's one of the fastest energies here. Really, they have a lot to say to you. You know, their eyes are closed. You can see the fear, and it's a particular emotional horse for me. And it's Libra and Mercury energy, and that is that's why we're seeing it in reverse, because they're having a hard time with that. And that's both being honest to themselves and being honest to you, and making a wrong into a right is the feelings for me. Their divine feminine and divine masculine energies are quite imbalanced, and that's part of the past energy that they regret, and I feel like they're ashamed of something here coming through in the tarot card, and that's also why they're kind of drawn head down, sort of, you know, but Spirit is leading. Look right here with your person saying, you got to get in here and you got to make this peace here. So do I feel like that's coming? I do. And look what also wanted to show itself. So there is the source, there is the sun. So it did come in, and that is, of course, telling us more of what we already know, that it's the end of a cycle. It's the completion of a cycle, and it's a renewal, and you can see that. Are we going to go in another whole direction and see that you're coming back together? Maybe, you know, as it stands for me now, it's somebody who's asking, wants to be forgiven, and might be coming in here with a message stating that, and just wanting to kind of balance things out because they're having a lot of realizations. This is the clarity coming in. There's the emotional horse again. You know, all the sunflowers representing, of course, the crown chakra and the growth and the knowing. And so they know that. And the thing is this 10 does deduce into a 1, and that's new beginnings, but it's also the potential. And we do still see that here Look what was just happening as I did that. Look what it's showing here. These are yours. This is how it is today. And I'm going to move this over with the Six of Cups and put your High Priestess there. So they're a little blocked, and that's wanting to show itself. Wow. We're going to talk about that in a minute, okay? Because this is what's coming in. Yeah, and it's 3. It's the most I take, and those 2 wanted to come in. Cancer and energy. That's the Chariot moving here. It came right under the sun. And it's the Moon energy. It's communicating. It's opening up, and it's rising above here. I think I just had a Libra reading that was really similar. Look at this. This is literally rising above that indecision and what happened. This is strong regret. Apologetic energy. This is somebody who's really begging for forgiveness, I feel. They've been blocked. They're telling you that. Look, it's here with the World card too, but they're also not over you. This is telling us, we know that they're not over you. It's a deep soulmate connection. They're wanting to come in here for some of you and offer something big. It's a life-changing energy. They're wanting to get closer to you, who I feel strongly is who they feel is their true purpose. You know, can they? Because we see that they really want to. They're just a little blocked. This is some clouded insight, some blocked intuition. We see they're busting through that though. So are they coming with an offer? Maybe. Or is this an apology? For sure an apology. Is it more? Because they're on the move. Look what is here. So it's the 10 of Wands in the upright. Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. It's just enough already. It's that, well, yeah, it's the energy of just, it's a lot. Carrying all these wands. It's the energy of love. It's the idea of love. It's time to have this new cycle. It's the completion of that. It's putting them down. And this Page of Wands kept a wand here and said, I want to talk. Page energy can be immature energy. It can be somebody younger. It doesn't mean they are. It's more like an apprentice energy for me. You know, maybe not being sure, but you see that they have a lot to say. And we know that. Maybe that's why this Knight of Swords has their eyes closed. You know, because they're afraid, because they did hurt you and they have a lot of regret for that. What happened in that Tower moment, you can see quite literally that they're also rising above, I want to say, their ego here in that Tower energy and coming here, trying to bring the truth to you. We can see that. And that, look at that. And what really, really rising above this. And there's just an honest, I feel, conversation coming through. Very deeply, somebody deeply regrets hurting you. Somebody is deeply regretting hurting you and they want to open up here. There's some trouble coming, but we see that they are. And that Page energy again, it's the Wand energy, it's the fastest energy, it's the idea of love, and it's the kind of impulsive too. It's getting that energy. It's like they drop the 10 and complete that and say, okay, now I'm ready, because we see they've been blocked. You know, but we see that that's opening up here. So timing wise, and also is this in regard to a decision they made? Maybe, but it's also in regard to a decision they want to make. It's the divine timing, communication, growth. It can be physical travel, you know, flying, but you know, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius are here. Fixed signs, afraid of change. So there's something here that they're afraid to change. Maybe it's in their life, within themselves. They're working on it, I feel. You can see it timing-wise. You know, it's sort of an energy of two people that are always connected and always will be. And somebody having a lot of regret and remorse and wanting to bring in some healing here. Having a little bit of trouble. They're scared of their emotions and maybe what went on in this energy, in the Tower energy here. Obstacles, yes. For some, it's some karmic lessons. And, you know, these are 8s. And this is the World card, and it's Saturn energy, which of course is the 8th planet. And that is the Saturn energy, but they also look suspiciously like infinity symbols. And yeah, I mean, this is the World card. You know, it's always turning here. This is a victorious energy, I want to say. And also a reunion energy. And that, again, those infinity symbols, it's life force, forever love. Balance, yin yang energy, truth, connecting us to Libra. And of course, if you're on a twin flame journey, and if that's the case, this is definitely somebody who, your twin flame, who wants to send you that message, wants to let you know, even if it's just here today. But I know that not everybody is on a twin flame journey. And if you're resonating, you know you're resonating. There is soulmate energy here We can have more than one soulmate. We know that. Romantic or otherwise, this is strong here today. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. I just picked up another deck for you. It's the Six of Cups coming back. Yeah, this is real strong. The connection here, it is a deep soulmate connection. And the nostalgic energy here is really strong. This is somebody who really wants to see you, who really feels bad. At the very least, wanting to connect with you. And that's putting this into, look what it's doing. All right. And I can see that the World card is there in reverse, so that's spinning. And we know that already because they're having trouble. Look, we already know that that's a spinner. We discussed it and we already know that. It's under here. We saw it. You are their biggest wish. I feel like part of this wish is the apology. It's some healing energy that I do feel like is coming in here. It's the lotus flower. There's a lot going on here actually today. This fish is coming from this deck from... Interestingly enough, both the Judgment card and also the Six of Pentacles are reciprocal energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's showing up in the Six of Cups here. Oh, isn't that interesting? Yeah, actually, that needs to go with your Six of Cups. So just a minute. Because they belong together. My voice is kind of being a little crackly. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's just validation of the nostalgia between you because it's thinking about when it worked. You know, look at this big, beautiful, full cup, the 4 knowing sunflowers connected to the sun as well. And then the 5 cups, they're kind of muted, you know, their loss and their regret. And we see that came back in reverse. They're wanting forgiveness. And is that your wish that they write you? Because this is wish fulfillment energy. There are the 2 sunflowers. You're both here with the sun and full force, the lotus flower. But it's also biggest wish energy. And yeah, so that's the World card in reverse. Look at here. So this is what is coming in. I want to show you. And we're going to, I don't love that, but that's also what we already know about the energy today. So for me, this isn't really about coming together today. I have to tell you, it's more about wanting to, and for sure wanting to reach out and heal. Look, the 2 of Pentacles is in reverse. So they're still overwhelmed and struggling with making a decision here. And that can be around another commitment. A pentacle, you know, romantic. It could also be family of origin within themselves, being afraid of commitment, cultural, religious differences, whatever that is. And it has put things in the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, which is telling us that it's stuck right now. And we see that because there is that spinner. And it feels like a lot of longing energy in that Ace of Wands. It's a very heavy, it's a heavy energy of... Yeah, I don't like this. I'm feeling this. It's a really strong feeling of rejection. But we know that it's not finished, that there are issues moving forward. There is a fear in your person's... There's some fear here about their life, I feel like. A change within them or in their life. And things are stuck now. And it's really clear that it's your person, but it's also the connection. They're sending this message to you. They know they need to apologize. I hope you get a message in real time because I feel that they're trying to. If all else, they're sending this to you today here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and bring in some channeled love messages now. Thought I was going to look some more, but I feel done. Maybe I will just... Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us the cards. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, so look, it's the 7 of Swords in reverse. And the Hangman energy wanting to come in as well. So there we go. This is the Runner. This is a dishonesty for some of you, some betrayal or telling us third parties. And that's the 3 of Swords. It's them going off here. It's the heartbreak energy. That is the Saturn and Libra energy. And you can see the black feathers is signals for me. Angels being in protective mode, you know, so there's hurt here, but we know that it's coming back in, it's making peace. So this is an apology here today to you. It's really clear. It's a message to say, I'm still thinking about you. I'm having hope for this. You are my biggest wish, but it may not be right now. You may get a message in person that does feel like, I feel like they're trying to work on it. And that's what we also see in the Hangman, but they're also working on something. They're working on their life. I mean, this is activating the crown chakra here. They're hanging upside down. And, well, yeah, it's the major arcana. It's the Hangman. It's the Uranus energy. It's also the Pisces energy. And it's been a time of indecision. I feel like it's a only time will tell energy here. This isn't only time will tell. It's a period of uncertainty, not moving forward here. There's a little bit of, maybe a little bit of power struggles in some ways about writing. That's here, but this is really clear that they want to come back. They're working on some things, but they are sent. They want to make peace. They are feeling a lot of regret and wanting to send an apology. Okay, so that wanted to come through. We're going to bring in some channeled love messages and charms today. That's what I've been feeling. And then we're going to close your reading. I knew the moment we met, I was yours and you were mine. The Six of Cups, messages from your person, messages from their higher self. And I was trying to say that's the Six of Cups energy. The pain of heartbreak I just can't bear. Your absence makes me gasp for air. It's sort of like riding that rocket in the Ace of Swords. It's the clarity. It's causing conflicting energy within this person because there's something they're not changing. As every moment ticks away, the more I keep thinking about the past, the stronger I feel that our love is meant to last. I love you, baby. Our connection runs so deep. No, I am not over you. It's the 3 here. And these are also yours. That's it. Okay. Although I just heard I need to look at the bottom of this deck. Please take me back. Okay. I'm sorry that I took a breakup to make me realize how I just can't live without you. I haven't gotten over the pain of being away from you, and I don't intend to. All I think about is that one day I'll wipe my tears and I'll see you. The last messages, then we're going to bring in some totems. I want to be the reason for your sweetest dreams. I just heard Swedish too. I feel like I said Swedish. Sweden. Interesting. My life's biggest mistake was to think that I'll be okay without you. The truth is that I'm not and I never will be. I miss you. That's the Six of Cups coming down here twice today. It's the nostalgic energy. For what we've been through and for what we still can be, let's give our love one more chance. Do I feel like it's an offer right now? You know, it doesn't feel that way, but it is an apology. And there is an energy here of this being a connection that is not over. Okay, beautiful souls, we're going to bring in some totems and close your reading. I don't look. Oftentimes, my eyes are closed. Oftentimes, numbers and letters come in. There's a 0. Interesting. It's kind of connecting us to the Fool too. Look, so there's the Tower moment, which is interesting. The Eiffel Tower also brings in Paris and France. But that's also the symbol of love, you know. They got that, what do I want to say? I'm going to keep it like this. That phrase comes through for them. There's a J and an M. There's a 2. That's also, look, making 20. That's bringing in judgment in some ways. But that's also the connection, the partnership, the balance, the duality. There's a lot that they regret. That's the truth I feel like that they want. They have been hiding it from themselves too, you know, because look, it's connected right with the Biggest Wish card with Justice in reverse. So it's also what they've been hiding, I feel like, from themselves and you. It's wanting to make peace. Look at that. This is bringing in a guitar, which is telling me that this is like peace and harmony. But there's also a strong connection to music for both of you. Look, you're both here. The elephant is a Taurus, by the way. It's pushing through obstacles, but it's also bringing in Hierophant energy of maybe other connections, but also the disconnect here because it's a card of commitment and marriage, but it's also a long-term energy. There is an airplane. Interesting. Quite literal travel, which could be happening, but it's more, like I said, it's this spinning energy and can be physical, but that's also rising above conflicting energy. And it's also what I feel like this person is thinking about. Look at here. So here is It's funny because this came in Libra's reading too. It looks like I just looked and the camera was turning off just as I was talking about our mermaid kitty. I mean, there's two cats here, and they are healing cats. Their purr is like at a certain level, vibration. They're very healing and helping with stress relief and healing. They also keep little secret keepers, protectors. So one could say you're both here, but that's kind of like mermaid energy too. It's a butterfly. It's the transformational energy. And where was that here today? Well, if you're on a twin flame journey, you know what that is. It's the ascension. It's the shadow work. But in any case, they also want to send this message to you because they really miss you and have a lot of regret. Look, it's a dragon, which oftentimes means strength. So that spirit guide sending that to you. Look, for some of you, this might be some of that Two of Pentacles energy. It's a rocking horse, so it's almost like a toy, you know, it's like games. But it's also telling us that this horse can't really move. It's kind of like the Two of Pentacles here, just going like this, teetering back and forth. Where did that go? It's here somewhere. It was in, I think it was in reverse. And the last totem is a swan, soulmate energy, twin flame energy. So that's a validation of what we already know. I'm just going to hold them up for you. MJ025 also could be initials, locations, birthdays, anniversaries, ages, you know. Beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed your reading. If you enjoyed your reading today, I would be most grateful if you liked the reading and subscribe to the channel. This really helps the channel so very much. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'm sending you love and light on your journey, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading.